As I've been battling the whole time I was writing this book, and you guys are very nice to me. I was battling health issues with losing my leg, and then my immune system was broke down, and it's just been a battle. But you guys thankfully really worked towards me well, and I owe it a lot to to like Colin and Laura and Regina when they were here. They really walked me through this whole process, and the biggest thing, like Laura was teaching me was like marketing. I'm just like a redneck sports fishing guy. I can catch the heck out of fish, but I don't know a damn thing about marketing. And she told me that all successful authors put themselves out there and they have to be seen. I get caught up because you put so much work and I've got so much money tied up in this thing. And you're basically working for free. And sometimes I was like, I almost gave up a couple of times. I was like, was this really worth it? But I was so far in debt financially with it and the time that I put in it, and I had to keep going. And now all that work that I put in is like clicking, man. It's amazing. Like every day something will happen that I worked a year and a half to put things out there, and now it's all just falling in place. When I started writing this book, it was all about like my fishing accomplishments, places I've been and stuff like that. And I got up to 45,000 words. And the Regina was like, look, Mark, you got to be like 85,000, 90,000 words for a week, take this memoir to print. And I was like, done with anything that I had. I put so much time coming up with stuff and writing things. And I had a guy that through the stuff that I do nowadays to get better, he told me, and my nickname's Hammer. And he's Hammer, if you're going to tell your story, you got to tell the whole damn thing. And I went and I put everything in that book, emotionally, mentally, physically, that I had. You guys thankfully really worked towards me well. And I owe it a lot to to like Colin and Laura and Regina when they were here. They really walked me through this whole process. And the biggest thing, like Laura was teaching me, was like marketing. I'm just like a redneck sports fishing guy. I can catch the heck out of fish, but I don't know a damn thing about marketing. And she told me that all successful authors put themselves out there and they have to be seen. Everybody was like, man, you really need to write a book. And I'm like, I'm in that process of doing that. But it's like sometimes I don't know, I'd get caught up because you put so much work and I've got so much money tied up in this thing. And you're basically working for free. And sometimes I was like, I almost gave up a couple of times. I was like, was this really worth it? And as you can see, I got hats and shirts and apparel, and I'm marketing the book. Like last year when I didn't have the book, I went on like a 10 series billfish tournament deal, doing the pre-sales campaign, but then had like with shirts and hats to share people something. And now that the books came out, in 3 weeks, the other day, just found about 500 copy, which went in the mail. Yeah,
Great.
and I've got another 250 paperbacks coming from you guys, and 25 hardcovers coming from Ingham Sparks. And but I had a friend of mine, Missy Wells, and she's a big sport fishing girl, and but she does all of the outdoor fishing shows for Discovery Channel. And then Field and Stream, which Morgan Whalen and oh my God, I can't think of the other country music singer, but Eric Church, they just purchased that. I was able to talk to both of those cats, which was pretty exciting. I've already had a few guys where I talk about chapter 14 with my addictions. I've had a guy that called me the other day from Massachusetts and said he'd been struggling for 30 years and he was checking himself into a rehab the next day because he read my book. Yeah. And to me, that's what it's all about. If this book can save one person's life, everything that I've put into it is worth it to me.